I'm not like these other YouTubers. I actually read Marvel's Black Panther, The World to Come. Now, I will say this. It should be called The World of Bombs.
Hey, yo.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Theta J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And I'm spitting straight from the survival scrolls on this one, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems like the internet is going nuts because of The World to Come by Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest. Now, I gotta give it to Joe Quesada. He took over Marvel for a while, and it was straight doo-doo hot trash. But he's a dope artist. Christopher Priest, known to write Black Panther in the past. He's a dope writer, you know what I mean? But this was a trash comic book, ladies and gentlemen. A very trash comic book. And I just gotta speak on it because as a Black Panther fan, it just crushes me the way Marvel has been disrespecting T'Challa ever since the death of Chadwick Boseman. This character is supposed to live on. Just because one actor dies does not mean a character dies in the comic book. That has never happened before. Christopher Reeves died. Superman is still here. I just don't understand why things have to be different because of T'Challa, a $1 billion franchise. T'Challa, who's been here since the 60s, born years before Chadwick Boseman. Okay? Had a fan base years before Chadwick Boseman. You do not kill that character. But let's get into The World to Come. Now, I actually read this. Unlike YouTubers out there, they just went by the last page, didn't read nothing else. I read the entire thing. And while I was reading this comic book, I was disgusted. And here comes spoilers, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I was disgusted with The World to Come, I haven't read Marvel books in a long time. I keep up with Black Panther though. I keep up with Storm. But as I'm reading through this book, it's like a timeline of T'Challa's life. And you will be amazed at all the epic moments of T'Challa's life. You know what they're doing in this book? They're downgrading the book. His marriage to Storm, which is one of the most epic moments in Black Panther history, they said it was a bad choice. He married Monica Lynn. They said that was a bad choice. Every moment in his life, they said in his book, was a bad choice. Made it seem like T'Challa was the worst king ever. Straight disrespect. Straight disrespectful. So it's like a whole history line. We even start out when T'Challa is an old, decrepit old man sitting on the throne. He got dementia. And he just falls out and die on the throne. Now that's how I know people didn't read this book. These YouTubers with this Ryan Gosling and all that type of stuff. You know what the means. They're not reading. Because during this book, as they going through the timeline of his life, they showing a current fight between him and his son. His son by Monica Lynn. And this fight is vicious. The son, whose name is Katama, and he's just like Black Panther too, but he has like a leopard print on. Cheetah, whatever, man. They're fighting. And Katama, he's not giving in. He's not yielding. He's losing badly. Now here come more spoilers to come to the way. Towards the end of the book, T'Challa saves Katama because he accidentally threw him down a waterfall. When he saves him, Katama take that opportunity to strike at T'Challa. Now, at the end of the book, we don't know if T'Challa is dead. All we know is Katama says, I'm going to take over Wakanda. He takes off his Black Panther mask, and boom, it's a blonde-haired Caucasian male. Now, I don't understand this. I don't understand how Monica Lynn, who is black, I don't understand how T'Challa, who is black, have a baby together and they come out with Katama, who has blonde hair. But it is set up in this story, very much set up in this story, that Katama is the bad guy. Kind of remind you of Chillmonger in the Black Panther movie. So if everybody else saying, oh, the new Black Panther is black, they didn't read the book, not technically, okay? We don't know if T'Challa is dead. He's an old man in this, but we don't know if he's dead. He couldn't be dead because on the front page of the book, he's sitting on the throne as an old, decrepit man, and he dies. So people, read the books before you go crazy and try to do clickbait and all that ignorant stuff. I'm just keeping it all the way funky and keeping it all the way real. But that's not the whole point. I'm very much interested in T'Challa and what they're doing with Black Panther. Just like the brand new Black Panther game that was going to start T'Challa, him sharing the mantle. Marvel is on this new wave of sharing the mantle. Why are y'all sharing the mantle? Isn't it a big deal out there with some people out there where Spider-Man, y'all don't want him to share the mantle even though Miles is dope? You know what I mean? And I'm getting sick and tired of these Miles is Miles Morales. Of course Miles is Miles Morales. He's not Spider-Man. What a freak did this come from? Matter of fact, Miles Morales is so dope, he don't even need official superhero name. He just Miles Morales. You know how fire it is? Why is people hating on Miles? But that's besides the point. Marvel is trying to deconstruct T'Challa. And I don't know if they know they made a bad mistake by killing off the character in Wakanda Forever and they just gonna die on that hill. But I'm gonna give you guys a secret out there. And it's gonna get real deep. I need you to pay attention closely because you might not have known this. So, Black Panther, the first movie, did $1 billion. I don't think Marvel knew that movie was going to do $1 billion. I really don't think they projected it was going to do that much money. Black Panther was meant to be another DEI type movie. Like, here you go, guys. Boom. We gave you guys your movie. If it flops, we gave you the money. Shut up. The movie did spectacular. You have to remember, Black Panther is one of the only movies in Marvel where it didn't need Marvel cameos to make it do over $1 billion. Just really think about that. Now, you had Marvel characters from other movies like Claw and the FBI guy, the Hobby guy. But this is the thing about it. Those wasn't guys who moved the needle. This was basically all new Marvel characters, and they kill it. Now, let's keep it real. Black Panther inspired a lot of people out there, not just black. All different race of people. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts that Marvel do not want Black Panther to surpass its iconic characters such as Spider-Man, such as Captain America, such as Iron Man, RDJ, Chris Evans, Tom Holland. They don't want that character to reach them heights. Why? Well, you can probably think of why. I don't need to explain it to you, do I really? You know? I'm not the smartest man in the world, but you probably can imagine from what I told you just a few minutes ago of why they don't want that character to be better than those characters, even though that's their characters and they making billions off of him. I don't understand it. But it's a must that they bring T'Challa back because when you look at stuff like Eyes of Wakanda, nobody is going to care about that franchise. Look at Wakanda Forever. The reason why we watched that film is to see what they was going to do without T'Challa, without Black Panther, without Chadwick Boseman. That was the only reason why we watched that film and the only reason why it did so much. But it's time to recast T'Challa. And Marvel, it's time to stop disrespecting your iconic characters. Why is T'Challa getting so much abuse in this book? Y'all slaughtered him. Made him look bad. Made him look awful. And this is the thing about T'Challa. He's a moral, noble king to put others before himself. Why wouldn't you want people to be like that in the world? So this world to come? No, this is the world of bombs when I read this book. Now, I don't know if Katama is going to be the Black Panther or the King. But if you read the last page right here, you don't know if T'Challa died or not. You don't know at all. So I'm going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. This book right here, the art was dope. And I would even say the writing was dope. But the way you slaughtered T'Challa's name and brand was trash. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys let me know what you think. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Because when you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swelling. You see the eyes? Do you see the eyes? That means the eyes are not full of lies. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Ninja, banish.
You had the best verse on the tape.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you playing it? Now listen.